Firebenders launch massive streams of fire at the temple structures. Buildings that have stood for thousands of years burst into flames. The flames are somehow melting through stone. This isn't normal fire. This is something far more powerful and far more destructive. But they're not just attacking the southern air temple. They're hitting all 4 air temples simultaneously with the intention of killing every single airbender. This is coordinated genocide. Hey, has anyone seen Aang? You watch a sky bison carrying young monks get struck by a flaming harpoon, catch fire, and fall from the sky screaming. There's nothing you can do. There are too many attackers, and Air Nomad pacifism means nobody is actually trying to kill the Fire Nation soldiers. Everyone is still fighting defensively, still trying to disable rather than destroy, hoping to escape without taking lives. That restraint is killing you. The Fire Nation has none of these limitations. They're using lethal force from the start, and they're winning because of it. You fight alongside the others, using every technique you've learned. Air sprouts to lift people out of burning courtyards, shields to deflect blasts, gusts to carry smoke away from trapped halls. You see monks you've trained with, boys you'd meditated beside, swallowed by fire. You saw a sky bison plummet, their fur burning mid-flight. You felt the heat of a world ending. You watch as the stable that holds your bison explode into flames while he's still inside, and you think about everything the monks taught you. Never kill. All life is sacred. There's always a peaceful solution. But there's no peaceful solution here. These soldiers came to exterminate your entire culture and won't stop until you're dead. But just for a moment, you consider it. You could create a vacuum, suffocate them all. You could blast them off this cliff. You have the power to kill them. You've always had that power. You were just never allowed to use it. Maybe if Air Nomads had been willing to fight, willing to kill when necessary, this wouldn't be happening. But you can't do it. Even now, even as they're killing you, you can't break your vows. You can't become what they are. A fire blast catches you in the chest. The pain is incredible. Your robes ignite, your skin burns. You stumble backwards towards the cliff edge. Another blast hits you, then another. You're falling, burning, and as you drop off the cliff into the mist below, you realize that that's what it means to be an airbender. You're born into a culture of peace, spirituality, and freedom. Raised in isolated temples to believe that pacifism and detachment will keep you safe. You're taught that violence is never the answer, that all life is sacred, that there's always a peaceful solution. And maybe in a better world, that philosophy would work. But you don't live in that world. You live in a world where someone decides your peaceful culture is an obstacle to their empire and systematically exterminates you in a coordinated military operation that you're completely unprepared for. Your pacifism isn't a mortal victory. It's a fatal vulnerability. Your isolation in remote temples makes you easy targets. Your dependence on Sky Bison gives your enemies an obvious weakness to exploit. And your absolute refusal to kill, even in self-defense, means you can't stop people who have no such restrictions. The Air Nomads didn't die because they did something wrong. They're wiped out because they believed the world was better than it actually was. And by the time they realized their mistake, it was far too late.